Another day in another practice officially in the books, under the belt for Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles. Now today was another very productive practice. However, we don't have too many new highlights, but what I do want to tell you is we have a ton of news and notes and observations. So although you're going to see a lot of highlights from today and a lot of highlights from yesterday, keep in mind that throughout the video, we're going to break down every single thing that you need to know about today's practice. However, before we jump into all the news and notes, I need you guys to do me a massive favor and go give a follow to all of the Eagles media members on X right now. You're going to see three names at the top left of your screen. I guarantee you guys right now, if you follow them, you will not regret it. They do such a good job reporting on practice, putting out highlights, and making this video possible for us to make on this channel. So go give them a follow if you haven't already done so. Let's kind of just dive in to a couple of things from practice today. Now, Landon Dickerson was back. He went to the medical tent during practice, thought the injury started to flare up, but good news, he came back out and was pretty much right back in to practice. While he was out, it looked like Trevor Keegan got the majority of the starting left guard snaps with the first team. Ringo was once again getting the first team reps at second cornerback spot. So right alongside Darius Slay, and then you had Saquan continuing to get his first team reps as well. He's been someone that I've been kind of locked in on the last couple of practices, just seeing how much is he going to get those first team reps, and so far he's been their guy, him and Devin White. Tyrion Davis-Price probably had his worst couple of practices in a row. 4 drops in the last 2 practices. He is definitely on the bubble right now. I don't know if he's going to make the team, but we'll have to see. In terms of, outside of Darius Slay and Ringo, it was Quinyon Mitchell getting the first slot cornerback reps to start practice today. And then you had Isaiah Rodgers, rotate a ton, with Ringo. They really do love Isaiah Rodgers here in Philadelphia. It's going to be tough picking a starting 3 corners because you have so many good ones, at least in my opinion, with Darius Slay. You have Isaiah Rodgers, you have Quinyon Mitchell, you have Cooper DeJean when he's healthy, you have obviously Ringo, Avonte Maddox, James Bradbury. They have so many guys here, so definitely excited to see what they do with that. Now, we got the first day of pads was today as well, guys. So that's probably the biggest takeaway. And Jalen Hurts threw a nice swing pass to Kenneth Gainwell for the first touchdown of padded practices, and that was against Nakobe Dean. Now, we know yesterday Nakobe Dean had an unbelievable practice. Not that he had a bad practice today, but Kenneth Gainwell definitely won that rep. That was interesting to see Mekhi Becton getting a lot of starting snaps at the guard position, and he got a lot of opportunity against a guy like Jalen Carter. And let's just say this. Jalen Carter just absolutely bulldozed through Mekhi Becton to get pressure on Jalen Hurts. Jalen Carter is a monster. Jordan Davis is a monster. Yesterday, Jordan Davis had a couple of big plays. Today, Jalen Carter had a handful of good plays. So, I mean, dude, this interior defensive line, it's going to be one to watch. Definitely is. We also saw, CGJ, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, got into the backfield, blew up a couple of running plays. Love to see that. Finally back here in Philadelphia, where he belongs, by the way. So that was cool to see. We had another really good red zone period for Jalen Hurts. Went 3 of 4 with 3 touchdowns, 2 to Gainwell and 1 to A.J. Brown. Johnny Wilson came in at a big-time touchdown over Ringo. I mean, this dude, 6'6"? This dude could be a ball player, but he's out here, big-time red zone threat, and is someone that might get a lot of burn when it comes to the regular season in the red zone. Again, I'm not too certain, but what I do know is this dude is a big-time threat. Will Shipley also got a lot of first-team reps in the red zone today. So Will Shipley, another guy that we need to continue to monitor going forward. Now, before we get any further into this video, guys, do me a massive favor. 1, hit the like button. But 2, and more importantly, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Guys, it is free. It doesn't cost anything, and we will be covering the Eagles throughout the entirety of not only training camp, but preseason football games, live streaming those on my Twitch if you want to follow those. Links in the description, Matty Dubs with 3 S's, or we're going to be, breaking down the film, preseason, regular season, everything you guys need to know. We got you guys covered, so join the family. With that being said, let's get back into the video. Now, we talked a little bit about Quinyon Mitchell. Now, when we got into the red zone team session, he actually took a few reps on the outside and the inside as well, showcasing his versatility from the jump. I love that. Quinyon could play multiple different positions, so if Darius Slay has to miss a game, boom, you have someone who can plug and play. If Avonte Maddox has to miss a game, Quinyon could get some snaps there. I mean, honestly, if you look at it, Quinyon could be the day one starting slot. Actually, this is what I want you guys to do. Comment down below your 5 starting DBs, your 2 safeties, and your 3 corners in nickel. Who do you think are going to get those 3 spots? Because that is a big question mark right now with this Eagles team. Jalen Hurts comes in, throws a beautiful ball right into the hands of Devontae Smith for a touchdown. And then next play, Darius Slay had really good coverage versus A.J. Brown, was able to knock it loose. Next play, A.J. Brown beats Quinyon Mitchell for a score. Another great one, great design by Kellen Moore, who's really starting to fit in well with these play calling. Let's see. Quinyon Mitchell came back, had a really good coverage against Joseph Nagata, but Nagata did come down with it. And then on another one-on-one, Quinyon Mitchell went up against A.J. Brown and blanketed him, absolute lockdown, that Jalen Hurts didn't even throw the football. You know what's crazy? It's one-on-ones. You're supposed to throw the football, right? Whenever it's a one-on-one, just at least give your guy a chance, right? He didn't even want to throw the football. That's how much Quinyon Mitchell was clamping. So that is a big one. UDFA, Kendall Milton left practice. He went inside. Don't know the severity of that. We had Avonte Maddox and James Bradbury as the 2 top backup safety duos. Fred Johnson absolutely destroyed Zach Bond in a couple of reps there. Definitely looked like they were about to get into a fight, but they resisted. Good to see that. A lot more play action rollouts with Jalen Hurts, trying to use those legs, trying to, extend plays on with his feet, but also they're going to look to run him a lot more. You can already tell that Kellen Moore is running a lot of RPOs and a lot of opportunity for read option and just getting Jalen Hurts to use those legs a little bit more. Let's hope he can slide a lot more this year as well. John Ross looking quick, looking like a deep threat, can take the top off the defense, and once he has that football in his hands, he is always a threat to make a big time play. So that was interesting to see. Hurts almost had his first interception of camp, put it right through the hands of Ringo, who was not able to catch it in 7-on-7s. Darius Slay had another big time breakup against Devontae Smith. Nakobe Dean came out in 11-on-11s and stuffed the run, brought down Will Shipley, what seemed to be with just one arm. So you take that how you wish. Saquan Barkley ended off 11-on-11s with a touchdown. And yeah, like I said, Jalen Hurts is going to take a lot of runs this year. I'm telling you right now, man. Buy some stock in Jalen Hurts in fantasy. He is not only going to be a great passer because he's been unbelievable in camp so far, and you talk about the DB depth that they have. Yeah, he's looked good versus a great defense, but also the legs. The amount of times he's probably going to use those legs to get some yards scrambling is going to be fun as well. Isaiah Rodgers has tallied up a couple of PBUs in the past 2 days. He might be a guy that I think could be a day one starter, or they go Ringo. I don't really know, but make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family, turn on post notifications. Today was a fun practice. We still got a lot more coming up over the next few days here. I believe, was today the first day of pads? Not really too sure if it was the first day of pads, but listen, I'll tell you what. Today was just the start of what's to come, man. Shout out to the Eagles. They're practicing hard. They're doing all the right things, and we're going to have a lot more over the next few days. So make sure you guys stay tuned, join the family, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next Eagles update. Peace.